Does consistency matter? That's a great question. My name is Gabor Schwaglik. Welcome to my channel. And this is a question that I have a lot of my students have asked over the years, and not directly, but it's sort of an indirect question that I have for them. I'm kind of throwing back at them and ask them, how often do you paint, right? What's your schedule? What is your schedule? How does it work for you? And then they tell me, and that way I can assess that situation and tell them, well, either, okay, you're doing good, that's a good one, just keep at it, keep continue on that path, or I would tell them, you're inconsistent and you got to do it, you got to practice more often. And you might be wondering, well, I paint once a week, it's, there's 4 weeks in a month, so I add that up, a few hours, I'm painting regularly, but the reality of things is that consistency, and what I'm saying consistency, what I'm talking about consistency in painting, it's pretty much 5 to 6 days a week, all right? So I got to break the bad news to you in order to get better. Now, if you want to paint and just have fun, that's okay, go right ahead. That's not a problem at all. But if you have a goal in mind, say, I really want to improve my landscapes, my figures, my still lifes, whatever it might be. There has to be consistency in your schedule, and there is time-wise consistency too. But let's say if you have only an hour a day or 30 minutes a day, I'd rather have you paint 30 minutes a day, 5 to 6 days a week, than go for 1 hour, hour and a half. You have this week, and then skip another week, and then do it then, because it's not going to work that way. You're not going to improve. I'm coming from experience. I saw that myself when I was slacking a little bit. I didn't see any improvement in my work, and this is going back years and years when I was younger. And I saw this pattern, and I saw that if I'm not going to be consistent with painting and drawing, I'm just not going to get better. Period. So it's really also up to you as the painter. Is what is your end goal, end result? Kind of what you put in, what you get out, right? That's just the way things work. If you wanna, have some muscles, you wanna work on your tone, you gotta go. You don't have to go, but you gotta do those certain things, whatever it might be, on a regular basis in order to see that improvement on your body. And painting is no different, right? And it is visual. You can see that. There's a measurement to it. Let's say after you watch this video, you're gonna say, okay, Gabor, I'm gonna really, I only have 30 minutes a day, but I'm gonna consistently do that 5 to 6 times. I would say 6 if you can do it. 5 to 6 times a week for the next 6 months, I'm talking. And then look back at those paintings. So look at your paintings now, mark them that this is now, and then let those 6 months go by. Don't look at it in between, and then compare. And then you're gonna see there's a very, very, very good chance that there's gonna be improvement. All right. Now improvement is a relative, right? It's a relative term, but there is gonna be improvement. So if you can add another 15 minutes to it, then add another 50 minutes to it. So you went from 30 minutes to 45 minutes a day. It's about being realistic with your goals and with your time also. Sometimes, we have commitments. We cannot put that much time, into painting that particular week or that day. It's okay to have, it can happen. Life happens, right? It's just out of our control. But again, consistency does matter. You will see results in your paintings, all right? You're going to see that in your paintings, or drawings or sculpture, doesn't matter what it is, but you got to give it time too. 1 month, you might see a little bit, but it's a little bit of a process. 6 months. That was my dog. If you heard it, I let him come in here while I record, but they have to behave while I record. You're gonna see a difference. When I say guarantee, there's no guarantees in life, but I've seen it from my own self. Once I started concentrating, once I really was consistent, I saw the results. There's no going on about it. And I saw it in my own students' work. I usually when somebody took a class from me, I haven't seen them for a few years, and they show me their work, it's like, whoa, okay, they paid attention. They were consistent too. Not just paid attention, but they were consistent. They worked hard at it. And it's not easy. All this stuff is not easy, nothing. I mean, I don't care what profession you're in or what you do in life. The hardest things are the ones that reap the biggest reward also in life. And that's true in painting or sculpting. I try to, motivate you, if you're hopefully watching this or listening to this right now, because I want to tell you that it does work from my own experience. I can only talk from my own experience when I talk to all of you. I'm not going to talk about theories and what ifs. It's just what I went through, and a lot of good artists that I know, professional artists at a high level. It's a very similar not situation, but journey they were on. And we can talk about talent later. I'll do another recording on that. But I think there's enough. And the reason I do these talks, by the way, is like I'll have some videos of demonstrating some things, but there's not enough videos on YouTube from professional painters giving advice to others that are behind them. Not behind them in the sense of behind them like putting you guys down, but behind in knowledge, and try to equip you on knowledge just by having some of these conversations. I think it's important out there. I wish more professional artists would just sit down with their phone and stuff. I know this might be nice video, whatever. That's not the point. The point is actually talking to younger self. I always tell them, why don't you talk to your younger self, and what advice you would have. And I think that way we can all relate to that. And by the way, it doesn't matter when you start painting or drawing. What matters is that your commitment to it. That does matter. It's going to make a difference in your visual outcome, I guess, ultimately. So I hope this helped. I hope I gave you a little inspiration, because I walked this road, and I do understand some of these struggles that you might have. So thanks for listening. Please share and subscribe, and look below this video. I have some instructional videos that I offer too. And I just love inspiring others, and I hope you get to tune back into the channel and just watch these videos, and I hope ultimately they will help you in your journey. Take care.